at my school, we have this kid named Devin who writes down all kinds of stupid quotes into a quote book. And, well, that really reminds me of my quote today. It's from Gordon R. Dickerson. It's some people like my quotes so much that they hang them up on the wall instead of actually following them. Because in the quote book, all we really do is just laugh at the quotes instead of following them. And the quote that I got today can be looked at in my life personally in two ways, in sports and in school. So firstly, I'm going to talk about how I can see them in sports and the sports I play and what the coaches have told me. When I first started football, I was in 7th grade. That was my first year ever. And instead of actually coming off the line correctly, I kind of leaned over like a Leaning Tower of Pisa if it was bent at a right angle and widened up about 20 foot. So I really didn't know how to do it well at all. And instead of listening to my coach's advice from day one, I just went, okay, and never listened. And it wasn't until about sophomore year when I actually started to listen to my coaches and work on my form, I started to be able to play and actually do good and drive back fat people. You know, the whole point of an O-line. And also in wrestling, I had a lot of problems because I always wanted to try this move called the duck under. But it turns out it was for small, light people, and anytime I tried it, I smashed my knee on the ground, hurt, and just crunched my back backwards. And I wouldn't listen to the coach no matter how bad he said, Caden, all you're going to do is hurt yourself or get pinned. I was like, what does he know? He's just a coach. So I just kept trying to run it until one day my coach showed me something called the bear hug, which, yes, is as simple as it sounds. You literally just wrap your arms under his and just hug him, and he falls. It's quite easy. And so once I actually started listening to my coach and not just going, I was able to actually succeed. And also, this quote can work in school for me in many ways because, well, just because I may dress nice doesn't mean I'm smart. In freshman year, I had my guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't do biology, that I should just do the easy science class that year. And I was like, nah, because I always loved science in junior high. It was easy, it was fun. Biology wasn't that at all. So instead of actually listening to him and taking his advice, I just put it up on the wall, didn't care, didn't listen. And it was my first F. But it was also a great learning experience to actually listen to my guidance counselor, who knew he'd actually guide me. And that's not the only time I've had this issue with school. Even in other school events, such as forensics even, I don't listen to my coach a lot, like, ever. I remember last year he'd always tell me to record, and then I'd just go to the room with the person I was recording with and make jokes. This is probably why I'm not good. In conclusion, instead of just hanging it on the wall, you should actually listen to the quotes that people give you and tell you how to do it.